So, my name is Andrem Luna. I'm from BSIT 3-1. So, we're gonna tackle about GitHub and system administration. So, what is GitHub? It's a development platform inspired by the way you work. From open source to business, you can host and review code, manage projects, and build software alongside 50 million developers. GitHub interface is user-friendly enough, so even notice coders can take advantage of Git. Without GitHub, using Git generally requires a bit more technical savvy and use of the command line. So this is the GitHub commands. Git config, set the author's name and email address respectively to be used with your commits. Git clone, used to obtain a repository from an existing URL. Git add, adds a file to the staging area. Git diff, shows the file difference which are not yet staged. Git reset, unstages the file but it preserves the file contents. Git status, lists all the files that have to be committed. So, what is the importance of GitHub? GitHub is a centralized platform, centralized for developers all around the globe. A person can just host the repository created in Git to the whole world. Using this, it increases the chance of better project development and in less time. GitHub provides you with the easiness of combining the changes and removes the headache of sharing the large code files. If GitHub is not there, you will face a series of challenges in order to work together as a team. Pros of GitHub. GitHub is a very versatile tool to use. It's ideal for working on projects of any size and it's a great tool for web workflows. You can archive your projects and share them with your peers for either inspiration or for them to collaborate on. It's ideal for creating a backup of your work instead on saving the code on a desktop or on a corporate server. With GitHub pages, you can get started quickly without worrying about setting up hosting or DNS. Cons of GitHub. If you're new to GitHub, one of the challenges often talked about is getting to grips with the mental model, which eases with practice and time. It can seem a little bit of gray area when design are needed to be translated into code, or for when you need to export design to a production setting. It costs to have a versioning repository on GitHub. However, it is worth the investment if you're working professionally. What is system administration? System administration refers to the management of one or more hardware and software system. It's a job done by IT experts for an organization. The job is to ensure that computer system and all related services are working well. What are the responsibilities of being an system administrator? These are first step is to install and configure software and hardware, manage network servers and technology tools, monitor performance and maintain system according to requirements, troubleshoot issues and outage, ensure security through access controls, backup and firewalls, build an internal wiki with technical documentation, manual and policies. What are the things that a system administrator should never do? First one is password reuse in control system. Reuse of password across different system by system administrator represents a risk. All hacker requires to do is to crack one system to access other system the company uses. Administrator controls and share accounts. An organization should change password periodically, particularly in the service and administrator accounts. Whenever an administrator leaves the company, one should reset the password. Failing to monitor log files. An administrator should keep track of logs and when they were created and know what information they contain. To make it easy for the administrator, save the task of going through all log information. The remedy is to use log analyzer that are built in. Not keeping system up to date. The administrator should also verify if the system needs the particular patch and to install if required. It is advisable to patch hardware or software of the system and understand its security loopholes with the connection of system configuration. The steps of becoming a successful system administrator. Earn a system administrator degree. Some system administrator may only need a post-secondary certificate or associate degree, but most of these professional needs a at least bachelor's degree in a field like computer or information science. There are several bachelor's degree programs available, specifically in system administration. Gather certification. Many employers want their system administrator to be certified in the particular products that they use. These certifications are usually offered through the vendor and some of other certification providers. Earn an optional master degree. Master degree is not usually required, but some employers may require or prefer candidates who have a master degree in the field. Advance your career. After gaining a few years of work experience, some system administrator may advance to other positions such as computer network architects. Those interested in supervisory position may consider becoming computer and IT managers. So that's it. Thank you.